You will never get good at MMA if you do not learn how to manage your time properly. It's a given fact that the more you train, the faster you will improve. But if you go to university and have a job, you're going to find it extremely hard to find enough time in the week to actually get some proper results out of your training. So that leaves us with the goal to train as much as possible during the week without sacrificing our work or studies. So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm managing my time to give myself time on all 7 days of the week to train whilst balancing a job and full-time study. So if you do everything I'm talking about in this video, I guarantee you'll be able to juggle your studies, work, and your training so that you'll be able to actually progress in your MMA way faster. Number 1, plan your timetable around your training schedule, not the other way around. Now, if you're at school, you're kind of stuck. You've got to just train either before or after school, and there's not really any way around that. But if you're at university, you're basically given the option of creating a timetable for yourself. So basically picking what time of the week you want to have your classes on. So what I'm saying with this is you want to have it pre-figured out in your head when you want to train. So let's say you want to train 5 days out of the week. That you want to have that preset in your mind when you're picking your classes. You don't want your classes to interfere. So if you want to train in the afternoons, like I usually do, you want to pick your classes in the morning. You don't want to be in late and then only have options of choosing classes in the afternoon, because that's just going to cut straight through your training. So basically you need to have it preset out in your head so that you can pick your classes so that they're going to allow you and give you time to make it to training. With work, it's a little bit harder. But basically what I've done is I've told my manager that I prefer opening shifts. Like obviously if it's a closing shift, then yeah, I'll take that. It's fine. But I've told the manager that I prefer opening shifts so that it basically I can train in the afternoon. It is a little bit hard with this one because, you know, if there's limited staff or whatever, you need to work in the afternoon, that's fine. But it's always good to let your manager know, or whoever does the scheduling or rostering, to let them know that you would prefer this time slot rather than this time slot so that you can make it to training. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. Number 2, limit unproductive things. You know, you've heard it a million times, social media and video games, it just takes away from your valuable time. So basically what I'm saying here is use your free time to do the things that you need to do that will take away from your training time, which usually is assignment work. If you want to train at nighttime or in the afternoon and you have huge assignments due coming up, then, you know, there's not really much you can do about that. You've just got to do the assignment work. You have to let the training take the back seat for that, which is obviously not what we want because we want to get better at MMA. So basically what I'm saying is use any free time you have. So for example, on Mondays around lunchtime, I have a 2-hour slot between 2 classes. So obviously during that time, eat lunch and then I spend the time trying to do as much work as I can so that when I come home in the afternoon, I have enough time to do a little bit more and then go to training after. If I don't use that 2 hours during the 2 classes to do as much assignment work as I can, then I'm just not going to be able to fit in as much training in the afternoon because I'm going to have to move that time to the afternoon. So that's pretty much what I'm saying with that one. Just kind of a top tip, I guess. When you do have free time, like let's say it's before bed, or I don't know, whilst you're eating breakfast or something, if you are going to spend time on social media or anything like that, what I like to do is to go onto YouTube and actually watch like educational videos. Like, you can watch like wrestling tutorials or, I don't know, Gordon Ryan guard passing system, like on like BJJ Fanatics or something. You basically, rather than wasting your time watching mindless things, you spend it doing things that are gonna help your MMA. Number 3, get a physical calendar to put on the wall. This one is huge. This is a massive game changer. So basically, the cool thing about this is you don't even have to buy a calendar. You can literally grab a piece of paper, rule lines, and write in the dates. Or you can just print one out if you've got a printer at home. But basically what it allows you to do is sit on the first day of the week, so let's say Monday, and have a look at what times of the week you have things on. So you've got class here, you've got work here, but in the afternoon maybe you can fit in some training. So that basically allows you to visually see the times that you can train, and then obviously if things come up and you're offered to do something else, you can say, no, hang on, I've got something on here, I need to train here, because if something takes that time slot, then I'm not going to be able to train for the rest of the day or anything, something like that. Phone calendars, for me, they're not that great personally. I don't really use them. They're a bit inconvenient. And I just find physical calendars you can literally put on the wall. You wake up and you see it straight away. Literally, mine is right there. It's literally it's a bit stupid. It's literally my the university one. I just got it on orientation day, and that was that. But yeah, basically it allows you to think, oh, I'm working lots next week. Maybe I can take advantage of training this week. It basically allows you to plan ahead. And then obviously you've got the benefits of being able to write down when you've got assignments due, when you've got work, and then, starting your assignments super early so that you don't have to cram in before, just before they're due, and then you've got to take time off training then. If you start it early, then you can train more throughout the time that you're doing the assignment. So that one is huge. It's super easy. Just literally grab a piece of paper, rule lines, write the dates, and put it on your wall, and that will help you a lot. Number 4, accept that you will be training after work or after university. Basically, if you have a job, if you go to uni and you want to train and get good at MMA, you have to just accept that you will be training after work or after uni. There's no way around it. But basically what this means for you is that you're going to be tired after a day of work. Maybe you've worked the whole day and your only time to train is, after work. But obviously from the work, you're going to be tired. So that's why it's super important to sleep well. Literally, people make fun of me. I go to bed at literally 8:30 or 9 o'clock and wake up at 6:30. I get, 10 hours of sleep. But basically that just gives me a bunch of energy in the morning. I can wake up, go to uni, come home, train, or go to work, train. And obviously then, I won't go into it, but eating well, having a good diet, because if you're eating bad, then, you're not going to have very good fuel. You're not going to be fueling your body very, very well, and you're not going to have good energy. You're not going to get the most out of your training sessions. So you've got to accept that you're going to be training after uni and after work on most days of the week, and you've got to be able to work around that with good sleep and a good diet. All right, so that's it. So those 4 things are literally what I use to be able to train literally 7 days of the week. I have time every day to be able to train, and that is around full-time study and around a job. So literally grab a piece of paper or on your phone, write those 4 things down and implement them into your life literally tomorrow or today. But yeah, if you're serious about getting good at MMA, you need to be able to manage your time well. If you don't manage your time well, you're going to be all over the place. You're not going to be organized, and you're not going to be able to train very much. And when you do train, you're not going to get the most out of it. So I highly recommend using these things. So yeah, definitely rewind the video if you need to, watch it again, write down the main points and implement them, and hopefully that'll be able to help you out in your training.